Vieta! This land is held in trust for the sovereign Dwarven kings. I cannot allow entry at this time.
King Loghain demands the allegiance of the Desher, or lords, or whatever you call them in your assembly. I am his appointed messenger.
I don't care if you're the king's wiper. Orzammar will have none but its own until our throne is settled.
I have urgent need to talk to your king.
Who doesn't? If I don't get in, no one should.
Orzammar
What makes you
has
so
no
special?
king. Endrin Idukan returned to the stone not 3 weeks ago, sick over the loss of his sons. The Assembly has gone through a dozen votes without agreeing on a successor. If it is not settled soon, we risk a civil war.
Is everyone under civil war at the moment? A blight is coming. They must unite for Ferelden.
Wait, who are you to speak for Ferelden? You're no messenger to Loghain, that's for certain.
Thank the ancestors.
The Grey Wardens need their traditional Dwarven allies.
The Wardens killed King Cailan and nearly doomed Ferelden. They're sworn enemies of King Loghain.
Well, that is the Royal Seal. That means only the Assembly is authorized to address it. Grey Warden, you may pass.
You're letting in a traitor? And a foreigner?
You're a foreigner.
In the name of King Loghain, I demand that you execute this stain on the honor of Ferelden.
Run to your false king. The dwarves will not hear him today.
You'll hear of this. King Loghain will see you quartered.
Yeah, okay.
You are free to enter Orzammar, Grey Warden. Though I don't know what help you will find.
It is the Assembly who makes a king, and a king who nominates his successor. None of it is carried in the blood.
Or, as now, when someone tries using the Assembly to pull a coup. Who's to say what my father said in his final hours, when the usurper Harrowmont was the only one by his side?
I'll have you thrown in prison.
You've bitten off more than you can chew!
Handlers, separate these dashers in the diamond quarter. I will not have Balin incite a riot.
You will not speak that way about the man who should be king!
Wow, welcome to Orzammar, kids. Alright, welcome back to 2 Hours in a Trench Coat. I'm in Hearts 3, and today we are back in Dragon Age Origins. So last episode, we finished Sten and Alistair's companion quests, so we got those two knocked out of the way. And now we're going to go visit our favorite brother Jenner TV. And hopefully, he said he had something for us, so we can get that done. And then we'll head over to Orzammar, so we can kick things off.
Dwarven crafts. Fine Dwarven crafts. Direct from Orzammar. You won't find better.
Oh, seems you haven't cleaned up yet, brother Jenner TV. Hopefully you're just getting back. Hello.
If it isn't the champion who succeeded in the quest for the Sacred Urn, I had not expected to see you so soon. I've written to the Chantry, telling them of your adventures. They are interested in having me lead an expedition. What do you think of that? I'm quite excited.
You already know how I feel, brother Jenner TV. I'm afraid that people are going to misuse these opportunities, and I really don't want to see that happen. But sure, that's great news, brother Jenner TV.
You made this all possible. I could never thank you quite enough, but I'm certainly going to try. Here, take this reward. I want you to have it. It will certainly do more good in your hands than lying around in this dusty house, eh? And if I can ask, have you gone to see the Arl? I have heard no news.
Arl Eamon has been cured by the ashes.
The Maker smiles on us. Thank you. And now, if you will excuse me, I have so much to prepare for. I wish Waylon was here to see all this.
Alright, we got an item. Or items. Where would that be? I don't know where to find that, so that's gonna be great looking for. Oh, Heron!
Did you bring more scales? I want to try again. I've learned so much.
Wade, please leave the customer alone. How can I help you?
Okay, so as I've said before, if you ask him to make another thing of Drakescale armor for you, Heron will not sell anything to you. He will literally close shop. He won't talk to you again. He doesn't want any of your business. He doesn't want any of your mess. He's tired of your shenanigans. So, let's see what you have for sale.
Certainly.
The Fallon's coat? Oh, he's got more Drakescale armor. Oh. +6 to dexterity, +9 to defense, +4 to armor, +2 to stamina, and stamina regeneration in battle, and +15 physical resistance. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's so expensive. Oh, I want this. Like, it's exactly what I'm wearing, of course, because I'm wearing Drakeskin armor as well, but +9 to defense, +6 to dexterity, +4 to armor. And that's not even adding the +15 to physical resistance. My gosh. Origins unknown, this cuirass fits like a second skin. It is ideal for a bard, spy, or assassin, making it unlikely that the previous owner parted with it willingly. Oh yeah, that actually makes sense that why it's here. Someone probably killed this dude for it. I don't know how it's here. You know, I don't even want to know how it got here. It's just here, and I can't afford it anyway, because I'm broke. I only have 40 sovereign. Avon the Great's mail. Ooh, also an expensive piece. Dragonbone. So, like Drakeskin. Alistair couldn't wear it. Sten couldn't wear it. Sten's only at 32 or 34. +2 health regeneration in battle, +6 to armor, +10% chance in dodge attacks, +2 to stamina regeneration in combat, and a chance to avoid missile attacks. Decades before King Callan had unified Ferelden, Terran Evon was poised to do the same. Songs of his fearlessness and savagery are told quietly by the firelight to this day. One verse claims his armor was impenetrable, and indeed he did not die in battle, falling instead to a jealous lover. Yeah, that's upsetting.
Did you bring more scales? I want to try again. I've learned so much.
Wade, please leave the customer alone. How can I help you?
How's business?
We were working on your order for a long time. We've lost some customers.
Oh, that's a
But
shame.
things are back to normal, thank the Maker.
Thank goodness things are back in order, because I have more Drake scales.
You must be kidding. We're done. No.
Heron, more scales. I can make another set.
Dear Andraste, no.
I've been thinking every night about what I'd do different. It's all in my head. Dear Heron, don't worry. I can make it faster this time.
You can?
You worry too much. Just give me the scales, friend, and I'll have my finest work for you.
Here's 20 sovereigns for incentive. I want it perfect.
Perfect, you say? Well, there are a few alterations I could make. I'll close up the shop then. No more new orders. Think of the possibilities.
Oh, man. Oh, it's great. Alright, so while he's making that, we will head over to Orzammar. Alright, back into this common area. Ooh, can we not venture back there? Well, that sucks. Yeah, but this is interesting. Seeing how the dwarves honor their ancestors and then people who are like their ancestors. People who they recognize as living ancestors. The culture. The differences in culture between Denerim, rest of Ferelden, and Orzammar. Alright, and this is Orzammar. So, reading the signpost again, Diamond Quarter to the right and the Proving Grounds are straight ahead. We're going to be dealing with just the common at the moment, the commons. And we'll do some quests here and there. And we see some people who have exclamation points above their head, and hopefully we can help them. And then we'll just browse. Do a little shopping. Not much, because I've already spent most of my money. So, Jannar Armorers. Alright. Ooh. I'm about to say, is this a dead person? Gosh, kind of armory. Wall carving. Life in Orzammar. On the culture of the dwarves. Okay.
Welcome to Jannar Family Armorers. I must say, you look like our type of people. Looking for a new set of mail? At Jannar's, we have everything from leather to platinum.
Are you part of the Smith cast?
Aye, for 100 generations. My father made his name by inventing a fall and tacet, which were integrated into the cuirass. But, I'm guessing by your face you're not a smith yourself.
You know anything about what's happening with the king?
I stay out of politics. It's not good for a smith to get the attention of those who grant vendors licenses. Lord Harrowmont's a fair man. My father did business with him, and he always paid on time. But the Idukans have served us well. If it is the ancestors' wisdom to keep them on the throne, I cannot object.
Oh, so Balin's the last of the Aldukans line? Okay. Right. The king passed away after his two sons died? Was it at the same time, or really near, like, close to each other? That's terrible. Let me see what's in your store.
Of course. Keep in mind we also take items on trade.
Okay, so back to the caste system for a moment. So the caste system, much like the real world, has a hierarchy. So there's the upper caste, which is the nobility, so the kings and the queens. I'm pretty sure paragons also fall into the upper caste. There's middle castes, which are the warriors, because warriors are highly revered among the dwarves, which makes sense. There's the smith caste, the artisan caste. So they work closely with the smiths, but they're not as respected. Like, the smiths are highly respected because they make the weapons for the warriors, and weapons are also very much revered by the dwarves. Like, I'm pretty sure they all take pride in their craftsmanship. I was going to say needlework, and it's really going to mess me up. So there's the mining caste, the merchant caste, and then there's the lower caste, which is servants, and then there's the no caste, which is casteless. So they're born with no rights and considered non-people. Casteless dwarves are living often as thugs for the Carta. The Carta is like the mafia, basically. They do lyrium trades and lyrium running and whatnot, and just the casteless are branded also. So if you go through the Dwarven origin story, there's two. There's the nobility, and then there's the casteless one. Then all the dwarves there, they're branded the same way. They're branded soon after birth with a tattoo to identify them, which I think is just really rude. And then there's surface dwarves, who are also casteless, because they left Orzammar, and you're not supposed to. The only exception, though, is the Grey Warden dwarves. They are not casteless. They do not count. So fighting the Darkspawn and being called to fight the Darkspawn is a high honor for dwarves. So it's a high honor, so by the assembly, they are exhumed from being named casteless for joining the Grey Wardens, because it's a sacred duty. Okay, so as was said, that's the proving grounds where the warriors go and test their mettle, so to speak. Hilda, hello.
I'm sorry. Did you have an offering for the ancestors? Although, I can't imagine your ancestors reside in the stone.
No. But who are you?
My name is Filda, widow of Turok of the Smith caste. I pray here every day for my son, Ruck. I only wish I knew whether I should be asking for his safe return or for the ancestors to accept his soul.
What happened to him?
It was 5 years ago. He was only a youngster. He joined a Deep Roads excursion, the only smith to go with the warriors to repair their arms. He was so proud. but he got separated somehow. When they came home, he wasn't with them.
Oh, so he's in the deep roads. Did anyone go after him?
The captains don't want to lose anyone searching for stray men. Too many were taken by Darkspawn that way.
Well, I'm not going to discourage her. I'd rather look before anything else, so we shouldn't abandon him. I'll look for him if you want.
How? There is no way except to brave the deep roads yourself.
I'm a Grey Warden. That's what we do.
A warden? So you could do it. Only wardens face the deep roads without a company backing them. Oh, thank you. The ancestors finally heed my prayers.
Take heart, good Widow Filda. We'll do our best.
Please, find me as soon as you return.
A mother's hope, all right?
Lord Harrowmont is such a good, caring man. He'll make a great king.
All right,
Watch
so
out
we're
for
seeing...
that puddle of whatever it is.
And Liliana just stepped in a puddle, but we're seeing the separation between people who like Harrowmont versus people who like Balin.
Did you see that fight? In the old days, those men would have been told to join the Legion of the Dead. At least then they'd put that anger to good use. But not these days.
Ah, yes, the Legion of the Dead. They traveled deep roads, from what I remember. I don't remember much, but I do remember that. Oh, hello.
Topsiders? Good. Get some outside gold in here. Calm people down.
Much.
Make them think we should open the gates for good. The more cracks in the old way, the better. That's what Balin stands for.
Oh, so Balin stands for open-gated Orzammar, and I guess Harrowmont does not. Your allegiance to Balin is clear. Why?
Not your business, but I see where the gold is. He's the traditional pick, yet he wants a new way, whether some like it or not.
Okay, so he's just in it for the gold. Alright, I'm not gonna anger him by asking that second question. Let me see what you have in your store.
I'll take your gold. You're good for that.
As if you have what I want. Okay, another golden symbol of Andraste. We'll have to come back and we'll have to buy these from him because I don't want to not junk up. I don't want to put all this extra stuff in my inventory if I'm going to be going into the deep roads to find Ruck. So we'll just we'll let him keep his stuff. Plus we still have more shops to discover. Oh, hello. Oh, Brother Burkle? Brother? He's wearing chantry robes. Do you have the chantry for dwarves? Oh, hello.
Maker's blessing on you, sister.
And you as well. I didn't think dwarves believed in the Maker.
I'm Brother Burkle of the Red Cliff Chantry, returned to my ancestors' land to spread the chant of light. I'm petitioning to open a chantry in Orzammar.
They let you in? He said he was a Red Cliff Chantry. Wow. Don't dwarves worship their ancestors or something?
There is resistance.
Of course.
It's obvious the world wasn't created by the mortal souls who dwelt within it. Yet the dwarves of Orzammar persist in worshipping their own forefathers.
Whose permission do you need to open a chantry?
The Shaper controls changes in Orzammar's structure and society. I need the Shaper of Memory's permission to open a prayer meeting.
The Shaper of Memories?
The Shaper of Memories controls the Shaperate, Orzammar's record system. Like the Chantry's historians, but more thorough. They track the births and lineage of every dwarf born in the city, every property sale, death in battle, marriage, or divorce.
Do you want me to talk to him for you?
Oh, I'd hoped you'd say that.
Of course.
I can see the Maker's hand on your shoulder, guiding you always.
If this chantry could help just one person as much as it helped me, it's worth any trouble.
Please, let me know as soon as you've heard anything.
Okay, and the chant in the deeps. Plus 2 to Liliana, okay. Ooh, a tavern. Tapster's Tavern.
Unahora dwarvaga shed visarva sinatag. In dwarven babaraga
I think he's singing. Okay.
Afternoon, stranger.
Your
You looking
gloves
for a
don't match
stool
your
to share a
outfit.
brew?
Who are you?
Name's Naveen. I fight with Prince Balin's Expeditionary Field Unit. Yourself?
I'm Chrysanthi, a Grey Warden.
Figured as much. Good folks, wardens. I was in the deep roads when that one came by. What was his name? Duncan?
Duncan?
Something like that.
You knew Duncan?
I met him, sure. Good man. Solid. He knows what we go through in the deep roads. Not many do. Not even the ones who live this close. You have to be on the front lines.
Okay, I have a few questions. Who's your unit fighting?
Darkspawn. Not much use in turning our weapons elsewhere while those vermin still live.
You work for Balin?
I go where I'm sent, fight when I'm there, and leave politics where it belongs.
I've never been in the deep roads.
Every Grey Warden ends up there. That's where they send you when you're ready to leave this world. Go die in the dark, putting away as many vermin as you can. Getting more crowded these days, though. Lots of people interested all of a sudden. We go back tomorrow, and we're not the only ones.
Oh. Who's sending you out?
Balin ordered us in at first bell. He's splitting us into 4 teams to search for some of the lost Tigers. Looking for signs of Bronca, I guess. Seems to be who everyone's after.
I guess everyone's looking for Bronca to help settle the whole who's gonna be king type thing. Who else is in the deep roads?
Lord Harrowmont's got his own men there, all looking for signs of Bronca. Guess the city's getting to miss having a paragon. Everyone wants someone to put in charge.
Who's Bronca?
Bronca was a paragon, some kind of great smith or whatnot. But she went batty and let her whole house into the deep roads more than 2 years ago. There's no chance she could have survived. And a lot of good men are gonna die looking for her corpse. Excuse me. This brew is starting to taste awful bitter.
Well, thanks for the drink. Okay, when he said this brew started to taste awful bitter, I think he mostly meant, like, he's upset the way things are going.
They're everywhere! I can't take it!
Hello?
Get away! You'll change like the rest! Monsters hidden in all my friends!
Sounds like someone who's been in the deep roads. Is this Darkspawn corruption or just madness?
There's things older than Darkspawn. And once you're in the story, they find you. See? I found copies. All from the same pen, and older than the ones in song. Dormant my ass! Take them! I want out! I won't disappear chasing a lie! I won't!
And there he goes. We got a codex entry out of it, though. Don't know which one, because the key to a city was the one we got, well, the key to the city was what we got in last episode. Oh, I think he gave us Unbound. You ask, so I'm telling. Don't go. The stories talk of the riches, but never the names. Never where they supposedly spent their wealth. I heard the same tale as a lad in Denerim. Felt the same pull, but it's a lie, son. They may paint a trail, but once you're on it, does it lead to the beast or back to you? Unsigned letter, father to son. 3 weathered parchments with 3 verses of the same incomplete story. Excerpt. And when his kingdom fell, so disappeared the stolen riches of an age. The beast, the unbound, dormant until one of true spirit claims his throne. So must hunt the hero of his people, the principled who would search for ancient evil. This is how they can make a real difference. Scribbled in the corner in a shaky hand. 3 pages, 3 ages, same story, updated. Same as the tavern song, but older. Signature torn on purpose. But, compare and get, fill him, Madon. All for him, how? Interesting.
Told him I don't understand why the provings aren't open to everyone.
I mean, it's how the ancestors show their favor. Do they really need our help to decide who's worthy? And then he practically slapped me.
Hello?
Lord Dennick Helmy, honored Desher of the Orzammar Assembly, and terrible disappointment to my esteemed mother, who doesn't like me spending time in taverns. You understand what I'm saying, right? On the surface, there are no castes, and it works fine. Am I right, Warden?
You know me? Wow. Word sure travels fast.
You don't get far as the youngest and most outspoken member of the Assembly without keeping an ear to the stone. I heard there was a Grey Warden in town. No offense, but you kind of stand out.
Your views on caste must be controversial in the Assembly.
Very good. I guess someone already told you I was good for nothing, drinking my life away at tapsters.
Nope, never heard of
Or
it.
did they leave off at greatest shame to ever fall upon the Assembly? I've always liked that one. You know, most smiths and tavern keeps would make decent deshers if we gave them a chance and a seat in the Assembly. Orzammar are so mired in tradition, no one bothers asking if the castes are even necessary.
How does the caste system work, anyway?
Badly. Oh, you're serious? Well, it's simple, I guess. The king and elected deshers of the Assembly are at the top. Then it's the nobles. Then the warriors and all the craftsmen. At the bottom are servants. The casteless and criminals are below even that. Your caste is determined by that of your same-sex parent. And that's where you stay your whole life, whatever your skill.
Of your same-sex parent? Okay, so if my mother was nobility, then I would be in the upper caste. But if my father was a part of the Carta and I was a boy, then I would be a part of the lower caste. That sucks. So you get to vote on the next king?
Me and 79 other fine, upstanding examples of how someone who's born into every privilege inevitably wants more. They're not fond of my views on equality.
Who are you voting for?
I doubt either candidate has been outside the Diamond Quarter in his life. But Lord Harrowmont seems a bit more forgiving. Prince Balin's brilliant, I'll give him that, and subtle as sin. But I don't think anything in Orzammar matters more to him than winning.
Okay. Nicely put. I should get going.
As you wish.
Cora, hello.
Atrust Vala, stranger. You must be the Grey Warden we heard about. Welcome to Tapsters. I'm Cora, your hostess. How may I serve you?
I'd like to hear a bit about the city, if you don't mind.
So you come to Tapsters? I guess you're not asking for anything official, or you'd be at the Shaperate. But I can certainly give you a mole's eye view.
Is there any place I should go while I'm here?
The nobles stay upstairs, except when they're slumming. You'll find the assembly there, the palace, the Shaperate, and plenty of estates. Down from here is just Dust Town or the mines, so my recommendation is avoid. It's not part of the city, just some old tunnels where the castless build their nest. No one goes there if they can help it. But if you want fun, your best bet is the Proving.
What's the Proving?
It's a chance for all the best fighters in Orzammar to test their skills. There's a tournament today. Arenas between here and the Diamond Quarter.
That's all, thanks.
A Grey Warden is always welcome in Tapsters.
Import shop. Oh, no! It needs a key. That means they're not actually functioning. Nug Wrangler.
I knew I should have stuck to common nugs. Now I've gone and lost them too. I'll never find them the way they skitter.
Common nugs? I don't like those. They look dirty.
No way I'm going back to that supplier in Dust Town. Guess I'm shutting it down.
If I see any, I'll send them your way.
Good on you, stranger. Only need one to turn this around.
Alright, a lost nug. Ooh. Doesn't look like much is back here.
Excuse me, do you have a moment?
Yes, hold on. Can I talk to him first?
Greetings, and welcome to Garen Garrison's Luxury Goods Shop. There are a lot of you. And I've never seen one of those before. The things they come up with. What was I saying?
Are you all right?
Oh, I was hoping you wouldn't notice. Most people don't anymore. Or maybe they're too polite to mention
is this lyrium poisoning?
I had a little incident a few years back. Too much time with the raw lyrium ore, you know.
Yeah.
Maybe it was a bad vein. I cut myself and the dust got straight in the blood. Since then, it's been a little hard for me to concentrate. Except when forging, then I'm straight as an arrow. Best work I've ever seen. Look around the shop. See for yourself.
I'm going to ask, but aren't dwarves immune to lyrium's effects?
Of course we are. Weak surfacers like you touch the raw ore, and you'll bleed from your eyeballs in hours. Weird seeing how big you are. Even surface dwarves lose it. Us down here, though, we should be able to handle it just fine. Only not too much, and not every day, and not breathing the dust, and not direct in the blood. Ancestors' own bad luck.
Okay, since it got into his bloodstream, that's where the problem happened. Okay, let me see your wares.
Right. Best in the trade, you know. I worked the ore myself.
Okay. The rose's thorn. Ooh. Is that a dagger? Looks like a sword. Kind of like a dagger. +2 to dexterity, +2 to health regeneration combat, +3 to damage, +5% to melee critical chance, and +30% to critical backstab damage. 3 slots? My gosh. In the darkest alleys in the wrong side of town, tales of the Black Rose prosper. He was an assassin without peer, little known except by his wake of bodies and this dagger left in the heart of a king. Ooh. Snap. 30 to dex, 148? I did not see that when I first looked at it. Ooh. Plenty of gifts lying around. Yes, we'll have to buy them. We'll have to.
You look like you're not from around here.
Yeah, you could say that.
Oh, wonderful. I've been trying forever to find someone who really knows the surface world. I don't suppose you've heard of something called the Circle?
The Circle of Magi?
I've been trying to reach someone there for years. I've sent missives with every caravan, but I never get a reply. I want to know if they would accept me for study.
Why wouldn't they?
No dwarf has ever studied at the Circle of Magi. I guess you never read First Enchanter Caitlin's treatise concerning dwarfs and the non-heritability of magic. He tested dwarfs from 20 bloodlines and found they couldn't perform any level of spell casting, regardless of lyrium exposure or time on the surface. The Circle speculates that lyrium in the stone shields us from spiritual influences, and over time made us immune to them.
So what do you want with the Circle?
I want to go to the Circle to study. I don't want to do magic. No dwarf can cast spells, but I don't see why I shouldn't study it. It would be a valuable exchange. Orzammar would learn of one of the great natural forces of the surface. And the Circle gains direct access to our knowledge of lyrium smithing.
Okay. I can bring the Circle your request.
That would be wonderful. My name is Dagna, daughter of Janar of the Smithcasts. Tell them I've already begun reading the Teventer Imperiums for Tikum Kadab, and it's just fascinating. Did you know the Imperial Magister Lords once had genealogies of every human family known to produce a mage child?
She's so enthusiastic and adorable. I'm glad we're helping her.
Me too.
Oh, I'll go pack my bags right now. I'll be waiting by my father's shop.
Do smiths easily give their children away to leave and become castless? I don't think they do. I don't think they do at all. Okay, and this way leads...
What's down there?
This, thank you, Liliana, leads down to the deep roads. Oh wait, there's a nug. Will they let me... Okay, there's a runestone, the Shaper's Life, and a nug. You wrangle the nug into a box ready for delivery. Alright, cool, we have a nug in our pocket somewhere.
What's
Hello?
this? A human? Did we make these tunnels tall enough for humans? I'm sorry, but I cannot allow you past the front lines without Adesha's permission. And I've heard nothing of any new patrols scheduled to leave today.
Why do you need patrols?
Don't let the comm fool you. The Darkspawn are down there, aren't they, Commander?
Either we finally have the edge, which I doubt, or the beasts are building up numbers for the next attack.
What do you know about Paragon Bronca, even though that has nothing to do with the conversation we were just having?
What anyone knows. She went out there with her entire house and she's never coming back.
You don't think maybe she's still there, Commander? She is a Paragon, after all.
And now she's an ancestor. No one lasts 2 years in the tunnels.
Are Darkspawn the only danger in the tunnels?
Of course not. Down here, you're bound to run into giant spiders, deep stalkers, and other vermin.
Not giant spiders. What are deep stalkers?
Ugly beasts they are. Walk on 2 legs, but they have the head of a worm and hunt in packs. Watch out. They're not afraid to take on a group their own size.
That's disgusting. Okay. I should go.
All right. For your sake, I hope you've no reason to come here again.
Unfortunately, I have to get past you at some point. But for right now, we're going to give this nug back to this guy. Well, you know what? He said he lost a ton of them. Well, a few of them. So we'll go and look. We still have some things that we need to do. Oh, here's another nug. Get in here. 3 nugs. 4.
Why are you smiling like that? You look suspiciously like the cat that swallowed the pigeon.
Canary.
What?
I look like the cat that swallowed the canary.
I once had a very large cat, but not my point. My point is, why are you smirking?
You were watching her. With great interest, I might add. In fact, I believe you were enraptured.
She's our leader. I look to her for guidance.
Oh, I see. So what guidance did you find in those swaying hips? Hmm?
No. I wasn't looking at, her hind quarters.
Certainly.
I glanced in that direction, maybe, but I wasn't staring. Or really seeing anything, even.
Of course.
I hate you. You're a bad person.
Play nice.
Good day to you.
And to you as well. Document on the ground. On Dwarven propriety. And here's the last nug. Alright, cool. We have all the nugs in a box that are somewhere on our persons. I'm probably holding them in my arms. I don't know.
Go on, I'm out of the nug game. Got nothing to sell.
Dude, I've got these nugs.
Saraka, I'm back in the game, such as it is. I don't have much besides gratitude, but find a bunch more of these and I'll toss you whatever I've found. You're the best wrangler I've ever seen, but there's more out there.
Okay, and we returned to him, and he acted like we just gave him one. Cool. Okay, so this is Dust Town, where the Castless and the Carta exist. Good times. Good
We
times.
must not exhaust our supplies.
Oh my god.
It shall be done.
Excuse me.
As you say.
Yes.
Can you, place a life ward? Who's in the center? Alistair's on the edge. Put it on Liliana.
Send me.
I'm gonna die. Well, I guess I'm
Very
taking
well.
one of those
It shall be
pulses.
done. I shall do it. It shall be done. I will. It is begun. Very well.
I never liked this part.
It is begun.
It shall be done, as you say.
I didn't know
It
he
shall
was
be
still
done.
alive.
Very well.
Back!
Very well.
Oh, there's still... Okay. I'll stand back here with you. Snipe.
It is begun.
Nope. I forgot to switch.
It is begun. I shall
Stop
do
that.
it, as you say. It shall be done. Very well. I shall do it. It shall be done.
Nice. I need to stand in this, please. My gosh. Alright, Deathtown Thug. What just happened? Oh no, I just drank the last pull. Dang it. I pressed the wrong button. I drank the last polis. Here's a polis to return. Could have had two. Really could have. The cast list. Wait, you mean to tell me that that leader didn't drop anything? Bugging. Hello?
Who are you? You don't look like any guardsman I ever saw, and that's not much of a uniform.
I'm Chrysanthi, a Grey Warden.
Oh, you looking for a chance to bring in some coin? Could be I have that opportunity, especially for someone with a few connections above ground.
I'd have to hear what you're asking.
No offense, but your kings have some laws that don't make sense in a practical kind of world. Like about who gets to buy and sell lyrium, the sacred gift the stone provides us to show her love. No law should regulate that. The laws are meant to keep mages away from the stuff, so there's always buyers in the Circle Tower. I got one man named Godwin. He's expecting a delivery of a stone's weight. You want an investment opportunity? I could see fit to, say, sell you that lyrium instead, at the reasonable price of 50 sovereigns. You can keep it, or, since you can travel freely from here, sell it to Godwin, who you know is buying. And if you bring back his return order, I could pay you, say, 20 sovereigns as a finder's fee.
It must be dangerous if you're paying so much.
More so for someone like you, I guess. Most dwarves born down here have a natural immunity. Other races, there are problems if they spend too long with the ore. The real issue is that lyrium's valuable. It's only found down here, and human mages can't work without it.
Well, I don't have that kind of money.
Long as you keep your eyes down and your mouth shut, we've got no further business.
Is that a threat? Did I tell them to hold? I don't think I did. And reinforced leather armor. Probably sell it. An emporium, a beggar.
Whoever you're looking for, it's not me, I swear.
Okay, the beggars are scared. Going to the emporium. Quite a shop. Yeah.
What are you looking for? We got nothing to buy for the likes of you. Or maybe you wanted to sell.
Let me see your wares.
Of course. You're back. You got more business for me?
I didn't have business for you before. This doesn't look like a store.
Well, our business is kind of covert, if you know what I mean. It's illegal in Orzammar for me to engage in protected trade, but they look the other way if I share things with my friends. For money.
Ah. So if I have spare equipment, what'll you give me?
Why don't you take a look?
And that's another way to get into his inventory, trade inventory. Assembly directive. Propriety. Okay. An idle dwarf.
Your clothes are so fancy. Did you get them topside?
Yes, I did.
My ma'am used to say they don't got no stone to protect them topside. If I go up there, I'm gonna fall into the sky.
Ah, right, because the ceiling is stone, so they don't know the vastness of the sky, because they can see the stone. So they all think that if they just go out there, they're gonna float up. Makes no sense to me, but as long as it makes sense to them, then that's totally cool. No, that can't happen, because, well, it could, but you just have to hold on real tight with your feet.
Yes. When my doll left, he never came back. Who's to say he didn't fall up, eh?
I have to go now.
Don't fall into the sky when you go back up there.
Okay, interesting. I don't think there's any more shop fronts. There is a suspicious door, though. We'll talk to Zerlinda
Spare a bit
first.
for the needy?
Hello.
Have you a coin to spare, milady? It's for my son. He's sick. He hasn't any clean clothes to wear or anything to eat today. Neither have I.
Why doesn't your son's father help you?
A question I ask every day. He was eager enough for a daughter who would bring him into the mining caste. But since the boy was born, I've not seen nose or heel of the lout. And me alone on the street, forbidden to return to my family unless I... But no, I can't bear to even think of it.
What does your family want you to do?
My son's father is casteless, as is he. I used to be a miner, but my parents stripped my caste and refused to accept me back. Unless I agree to abandon the child in the deep roads and pretend I never bore him.
I don't like to see a child suffer.
Then I cannot offer enough gratitude. But I warn you, my father is a stiff-necked man. His name is Ordell, and he's usually at tapsters in the evening. I do not think he will listen to you. But I will wait anxiously to see if you can do what you promise.
Zelinda's woes. Another door, but it does not exist. And then there's Slum's house. Okay.
You looking for some excitement, honey? You came to the right place.
Yeah, I had a lot of excitement when I got attacked by those thugs. Pretty cool. Ooh. Ooh.
I am done.
I am done as well. Novus Cold Iron Rune. Oh, +2 damage versus undead. Alright,
Task is finished.
Oh, I'm standing at what used to be a bathtub. Alright, cool. So we'll leave. Well, people don't just have names for no reason. Hello.
Well, look at that. It's not often old Nadezda sees a fine-dressed stranger here in Dusttown. Help a poor cripple.
Here's 5 silvers. Buy yourself some food.
You're as kind as you are beautiful. I owe you when I get back on my feet. If my feet still worked. It takes a stranger to notice how bad things are, huh? No dwarf would lift a sodding finger. Excuse my language. What takes you out of the diamond quarter, stranger? You got a vice you're looking for old Nadezda to fill?
Tell me about Dusttown.
It's pretty much as you see it. The raw stone where the casteless live, because we're not welcome elsewhere. You're born to wear a branded face in Orzammar, and you'll live your life in Dusttown.
What do you mean by brand?
Means you don't exist. It tells everyone who sees you not to work with you, not to serve you, and not to care if you're hurt. The Deep Lords burn it into us the day we're born, so no one accidentally oversteps her place.
How did you get crippled?
I'd say it was an accident, try to get some sympathy coin, but you look like you'd rather hear the truth. I was running protection for the Carta when some guardsmen caught me. Duster I was with had coin for a bribe, but I took a stand. Guardsmen broke my sodding kneecaps and had me kneel in dung until the infection set in. Never healed proper.
What's a Carta?
Well, now I know you're not from here. The Carta's who runs Dusttown. Jarvia's got her boys everywhere. They tell you, and you jump, because they're the only ones with the coin and the steel to get whatever they want.
I should get going now.
I'll just stay out of your way then.
Jarvia. Interesting. So Jarvia is head of the Carta and just basically runs Dusttown. I'm pretty sure he said his name a different way, but I can't remember. Hello.
A Trust Vala, stranger. Here for armor or conversation?
Do you have a daughter named Dagna?
Has she been bothering you? Gets a whiff of surface stink and she's like a cave tick. Won't let go.
I'd like to help her study with the mages.
Do you even know what that means? If Dagna goes to the surface, she forfeits her caste. She'll never be able to marry or work in Orzammar again. Dwarves don't do magic. Dagna knows that. It's just a childhood fantasy that dies hard. Please, if you see her, send her back and let me talk some sense into her.
So he's not having any of it. He wants her to stay in Orzammar, get married, and live on the family dream, I suppose. But we still have the letter that we can give to the circle. I guess we could speak with First Enchanter, Irving.
Welcome back, friend. You'll be glad to learn that the circle is well on its way to recovery.
Good, that's good to hear. Dagna of Orzammar wishes to study magic.
Orzammar? Indeed. You have piqued my curiosity. It is common knowledge that dwarves lack the aptitude for spellcraft. She will never be able to weave the simplest magic, no matter how hard she tries.
She is aware of this, but her interest has not waned.
Fascinating. I suppose the circle should be flattered.
She wants to learn. That is a worthy goal.
I cannot deny anyone, dwarf or human, the chance to learn. Knowledge should not be withheld from those who seek it. Tell Dagna of Orzammar that this path will not be easy. But if she chooses it, then she is welcome here at the circle. She will live and study with the tranquil, and perhaps the apprentices, when it is appropriate.
Thank you, First Enchanter.
If only the circle was in better shape. I fear she may be disappointed when she arrives.
Well, look at it this way. You have an extra pair of hands to help rebuild.
This will be interesting. She could tell us much about our dwarven neighbors. Yes, the more I think about it, the more I like the idea. I shall take this as an indication that perhaps things are starting to look up for the circle. Thank you.
Forgive me, but I must take my leave.
I wish you well. Know you will always be welcome here.
Oh, Dagna! Dagna!
Hello, how can I... It's you! And it's been, well, quite a while. Enough time to get to the circle and back, I hope. Oh, please tell me what they said.
The First Enchanter, Irving, accepted you for study.
Ancestors, bless you! I can't believe it! There hasn't even been a Dwarven observer in the circle since Urelden in the 13th century! I need to pack. No, my parents would get suspicious. I need to go. Is there anything I should bring? Books? Tuition?
Nothing. The mages need every ally they can get.
Then I should go before my parents come looking for me. If you ever go to the circle again, maybe I'll see you there.
Dang phone. Oh shoot, her dad. Oh crap. Please tell me that's not still there. It's under completed. I don't have to speak to him ever again. And that's just how it's going to be. I hope he didn't have anything too important that I wanted, actually. Now that I think about it. Nobles walking around in their fancy noble stuff.
So the closer you live to the surface, the higher class you are. Unless you're actually on the surface.
Yeah, now that you think about it, that doesn't actually make sense. Huh. Yeah.
You have come at a difficult time. Orzammar is ailing for want of a king.
News of the hour. Lord Balin promises radical changes that will offend the ancient paragons. Have our traditions no value?
So what, is he like town crier or something? Another noble.
It's been a while since we saw a Grey Warden. I bet they're avoiding Orzammar because of all the trouble.
No, we just got killed off. You know, normal war stuff. A weapon rack. Oh yes, I'll take that. And this leads to Harmon's estate. Okay. The wall carving. House Alducan, Shield of Orzammar. From what I've known,
Lord
Alducan
Balin
has...
is the voice of change and defense. Lord Harrowmont is the voice of stagnation and ruin.
Okay, so they have individual criers. Okay. Yeah, House Alducan, they've ruled for quite a while, so I guess the natural choice would have been an Alducan. Or would be an Alducan. Nope.
We are honored to have you here.
Oh, thank you. You're too kind.
So, how is it the dwarves have a king? I thought they voted on everything, or something like that.
I mean, they can vote for a king, but I guess it's been so long since they've had to vote for a king. I don't know. Not a dwarf. Ah, this is the assembly. Okay. And then I'm also looking for... See if it's here. The Shaper It. Alright, so... We've pretty much covered the Commons and Dusttown in this video, in this episode. There's still more quests that delve into the Commons and Dusttown, more so Dusttown than the Commons. And we'll get to that in the next episode, so these next set of videos will be dealing with Orzammar, the Deep Roads, and helping them through this time where they don't have a king. Because we just have that kind of right, because we're very important. Alright, cool. So, next time, we'll be exploring the Diamond Quarter and talking to Balin, Harrowmont, the Assembly, and exploring the Shaper It. So yeah. Until next time.